Good morning. It's Sunday, live with Dr. JJ from the Anam Cara Prayer Corner. A reading from Acts 1 to 11. And when he had said this, as they were watching, he was lifted up, and a cloud took him out of their sight. And while he was going, and they were gazing up toward heaven, suddenly two people in white robes stood by them. And they said, "People of Galilee, why do you stand looking up toward heaven? And this Jesus who has been taken up from you into heaven will come in the same way as you saw him go into heaven." The notion and idea that people are taken up and taken away is not unique. It's the ancient idea of ascension, that somewhere up there is where heaven lies and where the gods lie. But when we think of in our own lives, just a simple moment of looking down and looking up, when we look down, we see the ground. When we look up, we see the sun. But the sun is that moment of light and seeing beyond, seeing what's ahead. In Luke's gospel, Jesus' footprints are all over the pages of the text. The Holy Spirit is not left to our imagination, but takes shape in the life of Jesus. His inaugural sermon in Luke outlined the Spirit's work to bring good news to the poor, release to the captives, recovery of sight to the blind, and freedom to those who are oppressed. At the end of Luke, Jesus promised the gift of that same Spirit to his disciples, picking up the image of the footprints. The preacher, person, the people can help people see the Spirit and moving in our time. Walk to a community lunch program where 150 people are sitting down to eat. Walk to the detention center where asylum seekers are encouraged by visitors from local congregations and communities. Walk to the women's shelter where women and children find freedom from violence and oppression. Perhaps some will say, what are these small efforts in the face of enormous problems? And Jesus reminds us that we cannot know when God will fulfill all these things, but that little word always brings us to that earth again and again. When we look up, we see something so deep and so profound, so remarkable. What ideas for Ascension Day are evoked for us now? And God help us to be open to see the ways that your Spirit is moving in these days.